Hello everyone and welcome to my new video. And what is this video about? Well, I would like to make an entire track, or at least the beginning of an entire track, using only one drum rack in Ableton Live. I'm going to use some procedural MIDI processes to generate things that will be unexpected but curated in the sense that I'll have a rough idea of what they're going to do, but at the same time I have no idea what the results will be. And I'm going to try and do everything from the beats to the bass lines to the chords to the melodies, maybe some other things, and see how far I go. And maybe it might guide me somewhere where I start to hear things that I start to ascribe some identity to, and that might give me some motivation to think, this could turn into an actual song. And then I would have considered that a success. And also just to explore and demonstrate how deep and flexible the drum rack can actually be. I mean, you can pretty much make an entire track in it. You can mix everything. You can arrange everything just using clips. It's kind of as pretty close to sort of a single MPC in one instrument. And I really like it. So let's get on with it. I've got a couple of sounds here, which I thought would be quite nice. I've got this Lin drum kick and this TR-707 clap. I'm going to start with those. I'm just going to drop those in there, and they're probably going to load into simplers. That's fine. One shots, very good. And I'm going to draw in like a little clip here. I'm at 120 BPM, but I'm going to go at like a halftime thing like this. Okay, that's very nice. I might maybe filter that kick drum down a touch. I'm going to go for quite mellow. Let's maybe turn the snap off and apply a bit of fade there. Maybe for the clap as well. All right, so now let's do a hi-hat. I'm going to put a hi-hat in here, and this is when things are sort of going to get a little bit interesting. I've been very interested in the note echo and using it in conjunction with the expression control. If you've seen this channel quite a bit, you'll know that I quite to play around with the expression control, but actually I've been experimenting using the expression control with a note echo and then another expression control. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to start by just dropping in a note echo like this, and I'm just going to draw in some eighth note, quite say quarter note hi-hats. Let's turn the delay down here a little bit. Okay. Let's turn the chance down here a little bit on this hi-hat. And then let's bring in the expression control. Go to random, set it to remote, and let's map that to the time. That's pretty nice. Let's get another expression control. And so this expression control is getting random MIDI notes, which is then going to randomize the note echo time, which means that this expression control is going to respond to the MIDI generated by this note echo. So with all of these kind of random MIDI echoes that are happening, we can use that to control other things. Let's maybe map the random to the decay on the hi-hat. Maybe give it a minimum of 25% and a maximum of 75%. That I find kind of interesting, and I'm going to sort of play around with this quite a bit for other things. I've kind of messed around with the note echo in the past, but I've never thought about putting an expression control after it. It's very interesting. So let's persevere with this. Maybe I'll get a MIDI, velocity MIDI thing here. Okay. So let's look at the clap now. Let's close the MIDI for a second. Let's go and get the hybrid reverb, which I've only just recently discovered has a time-synced pre-delay. So you can change the delay in beats, which is very interesting. So I'm going to use an expression control to change that pre-delay time. So let's go to modulators, expression control, put that in there. close that clap down for a second. Let's go to random, set it to modulate, hit map, and then just click that. Maybe set it to like 25%. So I'm going for some slightly strange rhythms, but quite consistent. All right, let's get another expression control and set that to random, set that to remote, map that to the algorithm. Let's set that to algorithm. Let's set all these to random and do the decay size, and then let's do the same for the not the decay size, the decay and the size. There we go. Yeah, just to give us a little bit of shape-shifting, space-shifting color. Maybe put that to 15%. Okay, I'm going to draw in some extra kicks here. I'm going very, very mellow. It's Monday morning. Let's go back into the clip and just give these all a lot less chance. Nice. Okay, pretty cool. All right, now let's try and do like a bass line. Let's do the bass line with operator. We'll put the bass line here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to draw in like a single note at the start. And let's put this to one voice. And then let's get the pitch and pitch it down maybe 2 octaves. Yeah. A bit more release. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, get the expression control in, and I'm going to control the first note length. So let's set that, let's go to random here, set that to remote and map that to the length in like kind of beat divisions. Let's bring in like another operator, just make it a bit clicky. Okay. Now let's get a scale in. Let's just drop in Dorian. Everyone likes a bit of Dorian, don't they? Okay, let's get the note echo. Let's see what this gives us. Set this to like 25% on the delay and the feedback. All right, now let's do random. Of course, we don't really need to use the scale. We could use the scale awareness, but I'm just do it out of habit. Let's dial in the choices. And then another note length with an expression control on that, but after the note echo. So this is kind of the theme I'm going for today. Expression control after the note echo. Go to random here, set this to remote, turn on map and map it to the length. And set the minimum to maybe 20% and the maximum to about 50%. And then if we introduce some glide here. Okay, a bit of velocity, and I'm going to use the velocity to determine the volume of the second operator. and maybe the time of the envelope. Okay, let's make the clip twice as long. And then this second bass note, we'll give that a lower chance. So essentially we're just using all these MIDI clips as triggers, single note triggers for all of these kind of complex random MIDI processes. Maybe put another one in here. Let's like maybe put one there. That's very, very subtle, that bass. Let's maybe try a different operator on the, or waveform on the modulator. Maybe less release. Bit of attack maybe. And maybe I could grunge it a little bit. Let's just stick some overdrive on it, see what it sounds like. Yeah, set that to like 25%, maybe 15% and a touch more drive. No, that's too much drive. Yeah, we're getting this sort of nice vibey, vampy, pseudo-improvised kind of jam. I quite like it. So now let's try and do some chords. Let's maybe do this with wavetable. Let's just put wavetable here. And again, we'll draw in another like trigger here. And I'll maybe draw in some more. But again, pull the chance down. Okay. Scale. And some chords. So the chord in Live 12 now has chants on each shift, which is very interesting. I am going to use that right now. Let's give them all 75% chance. So that means that each note has a little bit of probability. That is a very interesting move, and that has given me a lot of stuff to play with. Yeah, you can already hear it kind of. All right, let's randomize the chord a bit more. So it's a little unexpected, but I have a rough idea what's going to happen, which is nice. So we're kind of directing this, but at the same time, we're kind of offering out the opportunity for it to make suggestions, which I like. This is why I like music technology. Right, now what I'm going to do is use some velocity to offset the position of the wavetable. So we can do that here by just going to velocity and oscillator position, setting that to 50. And then that's going to jump to a different position based on velocity. That's very nice. Let's go to the envelope now. A bit more release. Nice. I mean, we've got a track. That's it. Our track has started. And we're only in one instrument. We haven't even started mixing it yet. No, I've changed my mind. I've changed my mind about the LFO. Maybe a tiny bit. Yeah. All right, let's try and do like a melody now. We could probably take the same idea from the bass. Let's maybe give these names. Bass. Chords. Oh, a little bite at me. Kick. Clap. And hat. All right, let's use electric for some melodies. Where's electric? There it is. Okay, so more of these kind of note triggers. We can actually just copy. Actually, I'll just draw them in here. I'll draw those in. And then these will give like a very low chance. Okay, so again, it's expression control. And we're going to assign that to the note length. Set it to remote, map, and then map that to the length. Not too long though, maybe about 60% and a minimum about 20%. Get the scale in. The chord. And the random. And then the arpeggiator. Okay, maybe slightly longer on the note length, so maybe say 75%. So that's a little plinky. Let's get the note length in here and just give it a bit more. Okay. And then a random from the expression control on the arpeggiator style. Okay, that's too long. That note length is too long. Another expression control before the final note length, just to randomize that. So that's all about just giving it a little bit of phrasing. At least that's what I have in my imagination. Nice. Okay, note echo again after the note length, I think. Sort of sounds like just normal. Actually, let's put that before the final expression control, keeping in with the theme. Okay, and one final thing that we can do is that we can add a tiny little bit of probability to incoming notes once they've been processed by doing this little trick. We can get a MIDI effect rack here. We can go in here, we can create a chain, and then we can go to the velocity and we can pull that to something like 80 or 88, whatever. Let's go with 80. And then we can get another velocity here to randomize the incoming velocity. So that means that certain notes will get randomized above 80 and therefore won't pass through the notes in the rack. So you can kind of get a little bit of probability, and then we'll get another velocity, put that here before the instrument, just to give it a little bit of feel. Okay, so we can do like a little bit of mixing now, and we can do that from inside the drum rack. I wonder if we can collapse all of this. Right, yeah. Actually, no, we'll need that open. So we can kind of do this, some mixing from inside here, obviously, because we've got volume, panning, solos, mutes, etc. But we can also do things like group stuff, bust things through similar processes, and we can also expand this out here and kind of do some of this here as well. So let's start with let's have like a bust reverb. So we go to our send in and out here, set send and returns here. We can go create a chain, and I can call this reverb. Call that return chain reverb, and then I'm going to go and get like maybe I'll put like a bit of the shimmer. Is shimmer reverb a bit passé these days, or is it still really awesome? Let's just try it. I'm a sucker for a bit of the shimmer. So let's go to the chords here, and we can now bust that to the shimmer reverb. Okay, let's do another one for some delay. Let's rename this to delay. It sounds like the set sort of craps out a little bit when I'm trying to add some things in. And also, I don't know if anyone at Ableton can tell me why this keeps showing up. Now, regardless of no matter where I put the mouse, it's telling me that only audio effects can be inserted in an audio rack. I mean, I know that. I don't know really why I need to be reminded. Is that a bug? If it's a bug, well, maybe it needs fixing. I don't know. Or maybe it's there on purpose. Anyway, who cares? Let's get the echo, put the echo in here. Set this all the way to dry wet. Let's get that electric. Alright, it's a little bit loud. Actually, we can adjust that here. We'll just put these down to like -12. Let's put both of these down to -12. Okay, I think for some of that electric melody stuff, I'll decrease the velocity range here. And maybe I might put an amp on it. Get the amp here, grunge it up a bit. Yeah, this is nice. I might do a high pass on that hat. So another interesting thing that could be done here is that we can actually maybe sidechain the shimmer reverb off the kick and indeed the clap. So how would we do that? Well, we would need to create a sidechain bus. So in our return thing here, let's right click that, rename that and call that sidechain bus. And then now what we can do is we can bus the kick and the clap. You can see how we can also do that from here as well, which is a little bit more like doing it in regular Ableton. Now, that is now coming through. But we're getting it post effects. That's interesting. That might not be right. So we might have to move that. We might have to move that to another track. Yeah, okay, I'm going to delete that and come back to that later. Let's just concentrate on this for now. I can remember how to do it. That's fine. So, yes, we've bussed the kick and the clap to this track now, which is very nice. So we can mute it and use it as a sidechain for our shimmer reverb. So let's go and get a compressor. Put that in there. See if we can solo this. All right, let's pull down the threshold. Okay, let's go turn on the sidechain here, and we'll go from drum rack 2 from... Now we have to find the sidechain bus. There we go, sidechain bus. Post mixer, no. Post effects, yes. There we go. That's been sidechained from the kick and the snare. The kick and the clap. Let's go for a slightly higher ratio, maybe 6:1. And then what I like to do is always with some shimmer reverb is that the thing is shimmer reverb is nice, but it's just a little too cheesy. It needs a bit of grunge. So I'm going to grunge it up with the dynamic tube. And then maybe bring it up again here. Yeah, there we go. 0 dB. Let's see what that's like. It's maybe smothering the mix a little bit. Maybe that idea was kind of more interesting than the actual result, but I'll leave it in there anyway. Maybe I'll just pull it back down to like -12. Now let's put that reverb pre-delay thing back in. Let's go and get the hybrid reverb. Where are you? Okay, let's put that there. And I'm going to call this one pre-delay. And I'm going to send the clap to the pre-delay, which is send D. Now, this is when things are going to get a little bit complicated, but this should work. We're going to go and get the expression control, put that on the clap, go to the random, turn it to remote, click map, go to the pre-delay. Ah, bollocks. Okay, that's not going to work because I didn't set it. You need to get it set first. So let's set that to that musical intervals, whatever you want to call that, the note thing. Let's click map here, go back to the pre-delay and map that. Okay, let's set this to algorithm, turn the dry wet up, and then let's go back to the expression control. Let's get some more of these random things. Random everything like a mad person. And then randomize the algorithm. And then go back here and then do random, remote. There's a lot of button presses for the expression control these days. Decay, and then one more for the size. So this is kind of what we had before. Different electric preset we can try. Dirty Mark 1. Whirly. Too many of those whirlies coming through. Let's give them an even lower chance. Damn it, was that even the right one? No. Okay, these ones. Oh my god, I can't get hold of it. I need to get hold of that one, please. Okay. And then the same for these ones. How can I even tell that I've even got that one? There we go. Can you do that from there? Nope. Okay, never mind. All right, let's do a little bit of stuff on the whole mix now of that. So, because obviously it's all one instrument, we can mix the whole thing. So I'm going to do a little bit of, where are we? A little bit of glue compression here, turn the soft clip on, put the threshold there, make up gain there, something like that. Again, a little bit dynamic tube, I like it. Sort of just makes everything ever so tiny little bit stubbly, but not too much. Maybe like 2 days worth of stubble. And then let's make the whole thing go wibbly wobbly woo with a bit of vibrato, about 25% on the amount. Okay, this is good. Now, so this top clip here has got, let's say something like mid-chance. I've been getting quite into making clips of various degrees of probability. So I'm going to take like a copy of this now, and I'm going to give them all maximum probability like that. And so we'll rename this clip to max chance. And then I'll take another one and get all of the MIDI, check I'm in the right clip, yeah, get all of the MIDI and turn it really right down low to like 5%, maybe not for the kick, and no, that'll do, yeah. And then I'll take like a copy of the, oh, hang on a minute, let's rename that low chance. And then let's get this is all getting a little bit much to manage now. Yeah, let's get the max chance here, and for this one I'm just going to maybe take all of these notes out, so there's just one note at the start like this. Yes, bit of a breakdown. And then let's give the musique-y ones a low chance, 50%. Yeah. And we'll just call this one break. Now, this is kind of when you can sort of maybe just think about arranging the song now, but rather than do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy them all to another bit down here. Let's close this down. We don't need that. And I'm going to just use some follow actions with them and give them sort of weird times to jump from one clip to another. So I'm going to select them all, turn follow action on. Let's say go to other. Let's turn off links and say every 3 beats or every 1.5 bars with legato on, go to another clip. And we'll just get some more unexpected results that could be quite satisfying. Let's have this. That's sounding good. I'm going to resample this now just to see what it's like. Oh. Okay. So, yeah, let's just hit resample, see what it does. Suddenly those hats are a bit loud. You know what? I've changed my mind. I just want to pull those hi-hats down a touch here. Maybe to, I can't even see what that is. Where would I see what number that is? Where's the number? Do I need to make it wider? -12. Okay, it's starting to sound good. I like it. Right, let's resample this. Okay, there we go. I recorded 64 bars of that for a laugh. Why use AI when you can use your own eye? Ha 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 ha! Also, it's going to be probably a long way before AI will be able to give us like a generated music in like stems or whatever. But I say that it'll probably be out next week or something at the ridiculously exponential rate that stuff keeps churning out. But anyway, there is like a fun little way that you can just try and explore finding like a song, or maybe you could even call that an entire song. We could go in there now and find bits that we like, and we, you know, like, you know what? I just like this bit here. Maybe this bit here is like a really good. Because once you start repeating bits, then it kind of legitimizes it. You make a decision and you go, this is music. This random bit of stuff here I've decided is music, and I'm going to keep looping it round until you agree with me as the listener. That's my perspective. Take a copy of that and then just like loop another random bit. Let's delete this bit. Go back to the other one. Do a little classic call and response. Because don't forget, so much music is just loops of stuff, and it's very good. So I'll leave those loops there, but I'll get this one here. Select all and loop that, and there's the I'll just call that the jam. Okay, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Nice relaxing way to start the week on the Ned Rush YouTube. I'm going to go and put this on my Patreon now, where if you'd like to support the channel, you can download this set and all the other stuff I've ever done. I'm sure you know the deal by now. Or if you don't want to do that, then please like and subscribe and share the video. But really, just join the Patreon. You won't regret it. It's very good value for money, and there's loads of cool people there. All right, so that's it. Probably some more stuff along these lines in the coming weeks because I've sort of been tinkering around and made a few discoveries, which I think are quite interesting. Well, they're interesting to me. Maybe you've already discovered them. Either way, I look forward to sharing them with you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, 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 bye.